Oh! Oh no, it's got it worse before it got any better! Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Big Blue Drew 97 here, coming at you with another manga reaction to Dr. Stone manga chapter. Give me a moment. There's a reason why I don't know it right now. It's because I want to talk about something prior. Chapter 189. And yeah, if you remember what happened last chapter, a lot of people potentially died, especially one of the main female cast, Kohaku. But before we get into that, before we even get into Kohaku, I really want to talk about most likely the cover spread for Shonen Jump, which is Dr. Stone themed, and oh my gosh, it is very beautiful. I'll talk about that more in the reaction proper, but before we get more into that, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't done so, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Blue Drew 97, if you'd like to see my reactions to certain manga in Shonen Jump, Dr. Stone, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, as well as my Hero Academia content. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that little bell notification for whenever I decide to upload, normally on Thursday, Fridays, as well as Sundays, and sometimes every other day in the beginning of the week. That doesn't really matter. So if you like this type of content, just subscribe. And without the way, let's get right into the reaction, starting off, like I said, with the most likely the cover page for Shonen Jump being well, Dr. Stone, and it looks very beautiful. You have Risui, you have Senku, you have Gin, as well as Kohaku. They all look very beautiful. Kohaku looks extremely ravagant in her pink dress. I probably like Risui's design the most because he's wearing a red suit, and if you don't know, I also have a red suit, and it looks great, as well as he has a red fedora. But if anything, I really like Senku's like tie black suit. He's all dressed up in like black gold with a red like collar around his neck, and then you just have a Gin that's just very like elegant, like a green, like almost like a choker, like I don't know what it's called, but it goes around his neck. And he also is wearing a pink suit with like a orange tie, so it's like an orange like handkerchief, like pocket handkerchief. So like this is just a really cool like cover page, most likely for Shonen Jump, and it may be like a different cover page for the actual chapter. So let's see, and let's get into the actual reaction to Dr. Stone chapter 189. And yep, we have a color page, and we're starting off with Kohaku bleeding on the ground and having her last and final thoughts. Hopefully she, as well as everyone else, gets saved. We just don't know, but it's colored and it looks beautiful and it's sad. How strange. Even while staring down death, I found myself without a hint of fear. Yes, because I know I'm not alone. Stanley and his people will be defeated by Senku's kingdom and the power of science. Oh gosh, and we get like the like double page cover spread for this chapter of Dr. Stone. Z equals 189, our Dr. Stone, as we get like a more clear picture of like what we saw for the cover, where we see Senku and the others, how they're dressed up wonderfully. And now, and it's like, thanks for 4 whole years so far. Oh, it's Dr. Stone's 4-year anniversary. Oh, that's why he has this color page. Okay, and we get to see like more characters. We get to see Ukyo in an all yellow suit, Tsukasa who's all blue, Hyoga who like has like a suit. We don't get to see his fully. We don't even get to see Luna's full like dress as well, because it's covered by Senku, which makes sad. But we get to see Kohaku's pink dress, and we also get Suika down in the corner. She's not dressed up, but it doesn't matter, because Suika is adorable little sunshine, and she should live and never die. Also, like 26 pages. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a long one. Alright, so now we're getting right into it. We start off with Taiju just screaming, 3,000 meters, 1 second! And then it eventually gets beamed down to the Medusa, and it's like, crank. And it's like, the shock cannon is brutal, bang. I even cracked the receiver. Oh gosh, dang. And it's like, and you have Risui who comes in like, once we get a working device installed here, victory will be ours. Okay, so they don't have a fully functioning Medusa yet, but they're gonna need one because they have to save Tsukasa, potentially Hyoga, but especially Kohaku. Please let them live. But now we have Risui's like, however, dang it! It's pure hell riding them down while working these cracks in there on purpose. Shoot, we're running short on time. Come on, Kohaku, Tsukasa, Hyoga, do whatever it takes to slow down Stanley's gang. And you know what? They have. And it's like, guess we gotta hang back until the transceiver's fixed. No, we march on. Those three who came at us were the strongest cards in the Junior Science Brigade's deck. They knew scouting ahead was risky, but they played their mightiest hand anyway. Oh yeah, this is Stanley. That's kinda weird. Must be a reason they gave their lives to buy time. That's what's fishy about all this. It's what my battle instincts are telling me. So we ain't giving them time. Broken transceiver or not, we're attacking hard and fast. They're gonna be dust in the wind. It's now, I think it's nighttime. Oh no! Oh wait, no. It's been nighttime this entire time. Okay, I'm just making sure. Wait one second. Was it nighttime in the previous chapter? I don't remember it being nighttime, but if it's not nighttime, oh my gosh, they've been bleeding out. And now you have Senku's like, hey Luna, our whole pseudo-suicide petrification plan relies on a reviver. And how with Suika and Francois captured, that means it's you. As we have Luna's like, sure, I'm up for the job. No complaints either, since I'm such a smooth operator. But why me? And he's like, because if our statues get smashed and we're missing pieces, you can stitch back a severed finger or two with your medical skills. Eek! Oh gosh, he's being too reliant on her. He's like, you be her guide, Chelsea. Get yourselves nice and far away and stay hidden. As Chelsea's like, okie dokie. Yeah, damn it, Carlos. Why'd you let Miss Luna go? You're supposed to be her bodyguard. And as like we see that Carlos is like having this like kind of expression on his face, stopping. Oh gosh, I forgot his name. You got Carlos and you got the other guy. Yeah, well, it's fine. He just stops them, and we're cutting over to Chelsea's like, leave the navigation to me. Geography is my thing, you know. And ow. And then Chelsea just begins crying. Oh, she begins crying as Luna's like, what's wrong, Chelsea? You too? Yikes. I'm messy. Sorry, all the freaking crying. I could lol at myself. Oh, man. But now you have Ukyo, who's like standing guard, and she sees Stanley and his gang, and he sees that his friends are captured, and it's like, the four of them are bound. Our scouts were meant to slow down their march, but I see no sign of Kohaku, Tsukasa, Hyoga, meaning those three must already be. Everyone already knows that the device won't get finished in time. Precision crafting that diamond is too freaking tough. Kaseki and Chrome's best efforts aren't making the cut, but even so, they're giving it their all until time runs out. They know you and I can't fight, so they wanted us to get away and survive if nothing else. Oh no. Luna's like, no, Senku, Carlos, Max, that's his name. They're gonna die for reals this time. No way. And Luna's trying to charge back as Chelsea is trying to restrain her. Oh no, they're bombing the base. It's like, Eep, irrelevant. How did dear Stanley and his people arrive so quickly? This just means I gotta hold them back here until the science team finish that diamond. Every last second I can buy counts big time. They'll never finish in the midst of all of this. You say that, but I think, oh gosh. You think so? Oh gosh, what's going on? So they're beginning to like finish the diamond. Senku, Chrome, Kaseki, they're about to finish the dominoes, and they have someone say, I'll say it again so you don't start feeling sorry for those science brats. They've holed up in there with a hostage, so we gotta tear down their walls, shoot to kill everyone but Zeno, show no mercy. Roger that! And then Taiju gets blown back with an explosion as you have Games and it's like, Dear Taiju! Oh, wake up, dear Taiju. You can't prankster. Aren't you meant to be invincible no matter what abuse you take? You always pop right back up. Isn't that right, dear Taiju? It's Science Kingdom versus Science Kingdom. The battle for this world comes to a close at last. As you can plainly see, no one on this earth can possibly stop Stanley at this point, because he knows full well that Senku will never join our scheme to rule the world. As such, Senku's fate is death or lifelong imprisonment. If only you would come to your senses, then perhaps some of you might live. Ha ha ha! Have a little tact, Zeno. Who said it's all over, huh? Oh, Ryusui has a plan, doesn't he? Let's see. Hang on, for an extra second means another step forward, and 2 seconds gives us 2 steps. Senku and his kingdom will keep moving towards a future full of science. Or did you forget, Dr. Zeno, how the essence of science is all about carving a path to the future, one painstaking step at a time? Am I wrong? Doesn't matter who we lose along the way, because in the end, we'll still triumph. We'll all be stoned before we're saved, thanks to the signs of the future. Thanks to Dr. Stone. Oh! Oh no, it's got it worse before it got any better. Oh, Ryusui got shot in the chest. Even to the point where it literally brings Zeno to tears, seeing this kid shot it. Oh gosh. All of the diamonds, I think all of the diamonds caught way. No, I don't think that's. Oh, and the chapter ends. Oh, that was. Oh, gosh, we lost Taiju. Gosh, there's so much death and destruction in this chapter. More than I. Okay, let's go through all of this because I'm still trying to process everything. They still were unable to crack the Medusa's code to try and create a diamond for it to get the battery to Medusa to work. They have a transmitter, and they have them all over the area. But oh gosh, however, they're still failing. Stanley's attack goes in. He throws bombs everywhere, and at the very least, they send Chelsea as well as Luna away because they knew that they couldn't fight. So that's very interesting. And I think that what Senku said is still factual, but they also come to this realization that, oh yeah, they did it just in case to survive. Because when you think about everyone that's still there, for the most part, because we have to remember it's also a smaller crew and a lot of people were captured, but a lot of people that are left here are fighters or scientists, and relatively speaking, those two can't take care of themselves. So yeah, it makes sense. This is just very sad. This is a lot more action. And again, another science chapter, another chapter of Dr. Stone, where nothing really scientifically is created. It's just a lot of action, which makes sense because Stanley's just blowing up their base, is literally gunning down everyone, throwing these bombs, exploding, leaving Taiju on the ground, bloody, potentially dead. Gin potentially dying next to him, specifically having Ryusui get shot in the chest as well as having Senku being able to save Kaseki. I don't know what happened to Chrome, but oh, this is just a lot of action. And like the last panel is like Luna and Chelsea looking at like everything being destroyed. But if anything, this may be a blessing in disguise because it says all of the diamonds are destroyed allegedly, but maybe the having them being set on fire or this being done will allow for them to finally like become like that battery, because we know that some of them are darkened, but maybe it's like a process of like, oh, setting them on fire to like allow it to be easier or something to that extent, or like because it's on fire they're more moldable or something like that. It's very hard to say. All I can really say is this was a very good chapter, and I did not expect for what to go down in this chapter to go down. I mean, sort of, kind of. A lot just happened, and if we're going down this path, next chapter is going to be even more intense. We may see even more people die, but we have to reach a conclusion sooner rather than later, because if we don't, a lot of people in the crew is just going to die, and they're going to be remain dead. But if anything, this is alluding to potential of the fact that the Medusa can bring people back to life, even if like their body's been dead for an extended amount of time, that they can still be brought back. But we just don't know for certain, and we have to keep reading until next time. So hopefully you enjoyed this reaction / review. I thought that was pretty like beautiful, and I'm glad that Dr. Stone has been going on for 4 years. I unfortunately haven't been following it for the entire 4 years, but I've at least been following it for 2, and I've been loving it ever since, and I hope that it can go on even like another 4 years until we get to know who the Y-Man is. So yeah, really loved this chapter, really loved Dr. Stone. Hopefully you enjoyed this chapter, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction / review type thing. Really enjoyed this chapter, a lot of beautiful art as always. Hopefully you will read Dr. Stone more, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. So goodbye!